All right, we're going to be doing some walking through a street festival here in Bay Ridge. And then after the street festival, we will, I don't know, we'll take the walking somewhere else. We'll continue walking through some neighborhood streets. Good morning. It is the last day of May as I record this. It is May 31st. 75 degrees. Nice day outside. This is the Fun on 5th Street Festival. If you remember, a couple of weeks ago, we walked the entire distance of 5th Avenue, and we eventually ran into the fabulous 5th Street Festival. Well, now this is the Fun on 5th Street Festival on the Bay Ridge side. And if you remember how we ended that walk, well, we didn't end it, but we were at the end of the street festival. We had these two cars. I guess they're here again. The taxi is right here. It looks like they have a different car we're going to look at. There's a few different cars here than the last one. Let's see what's under the hood here, guys. Nothing. Doesn't look like there's anything there. It's just the hamster wheel. There's a hamster wheel down there. So let's see what's in the back. Nothing. Nothing is in the back. There's no engine on this. So that's what's running this car, guys. A hamster. Hey, laddie. Let's take a look at this car right here. All right, let's do some walking. Here we go. So today, like I said, is the last day of May. And we have a street festival, so we'll see what's going on. It's just getting close to around 12 o'clock here, so you can see some people are still setting up. Got bubbles. This goes down to, I don't know, did I say? Should go down to around Bay Ridge Avenue. We'll see. This street festival is more about merchants. I mean, yeah, there's going to be food here. There'll be live music starting at around 1:30. See, I missed the softy truck here. A lot of merchandise. Made in Italy. Oh wow, okay. We got some Italian clothing over here. So far, it feels more like a flea market. It seems pretty pretty empty for the time that it is. Right? I wonder if people even know this is going on. I'm going to be honest with you. I thought that this would be held next Sunday because they usually hold this on the first Sunday of June, and which will be next Sunday, but I guess they wanted to do it a week early. I mean, eventually people are going to come out and they're going to obviously walk by Fifth Avenue, and that's when it's going to get crowded.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, bro. $20 on the pizza.
It feels really empty, guys. I mean, look at all the space. Wonder what the reason is. It's probably, honestly, it's just early. That's really it. I've said this in the past. I can't come to these things later in the day because on Sunday I'm usually cooking my Sunday dinner by the time that I would normally come. I mean, I guess one time I could sacrifice. Cooking dinner on Sunday, which is hard to do. I will say, the food smells good.
down there first?
Twisted potato is here. That's where they, use that little thing and they put a whole potato on like a spiral stick and they deep fry it. You know what I notice? Compared to like just a few years ago? How they don't put the prices anymore on the food menu. I wonder why that is. That's more of a rhetorical question, but $10. They're selling gyros. $10. She walked away. I could see way down at the end there are rides. So we will eventually see that. And they have all the streets closed, by the way. Got a stage over here. Like I said, they don't start playing music till like 1:30. So you got a smoker over here. This is probably the slowest I've walked in ages. I am really taking my time. Oh, look, it's my magnet place. You got all the magnets over here. In case you guys haven't seen it on the last street festival, this is, I like to come over here and look at all these different magnets that they have. They got watermelons. They have all different types of fruit. You can see, like, they got a little corn on the cobs over there. I know they have Oreo cookies somewhere. I saw the Oreo cookies like 2 weeks ago. I don't know where. Hold on, let me see if I can find them. I'm looking, but I don't see them. Let's go around the table here. Let's see. I don't see Oreo cookies. They had them in the last one. Oh well. We got some fish over here. Those must have sold out, the Oreo cookies. Pretty popular. It feels early, like, even though it's not early, people are still setting up. You do have to come to these things later on in the afternoon, though. They go until about... This is only till 6 o'clock, so... Alright, let's walk a little fast because we want to get a... Looks like Bay Ridge Parkway is open. So we will get across that street. A lot of empty space over here. We have the big street festival coming up in a couple of weeks. It's the Park Slope 7th Avenue Street Festival that goes for over a mile. It is called the 7th Heaven Street Festival, so we'll be there. It's similar to the 5th Avenue one that we were in Park Slope a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, another Mr. Softy truck. More empty space. Look at this whole block. It's just empty. I've never rated street festivals. We just walk through whatever. But if you ask me if I had to rate this, and if I had to rate this year's fabulous 5th Street Festival so far, I'd give it like a 5 out of 10, I guess. To be fair, it is early, but there's a lot of empty space. I doubt those spaces are going to be filled because we're already at lunchtime. So, and this thing started officially at 10 a.m. So it's already been officially started for 2 hours now. So I got some prices here. $15 for the sausage. Steak and cheese, $15. They're selling cheeseburgers for $10. Looks like the hot dogs are the cheapest thing there, $5. $15 for a sausage, for a sausage sandwich. Like sausage, I guess sausage and peppers. Well, these were the rides that I mentioned earlier. You know what we're going to do? We're going to transition into some neighborhood walking. Let's go up 72nd Street. We'll do some neighborhood side street walking for a little bit, and then maybe I don't know, we'll see where we're going. I have no idea where I'm walking. Look at all of these walk-ups. Have I ever walked up 72nd Street? I don't know. You know, when I say have we ever walked up 72nd, I'm talking about on camera. Have I ever done it? I don't know. I'd have to go back and look. I feel like we have. I feel like I've walked by these walk-ups, but from the opposite direction. Like coming from Shore Road. We're actually walking towards Shore Road right now. They would look a little different because if you turn around, now this side's kind of in the shade. So, it kind of look a little different if you're walking this direction. It's a very nice block though. This just wall-to-wall walk-ups. On the other side, they have they're smaller on the other side. They still got that round, you know, rotunda-like feel in the front. The rounded facades in the front. Here's what we'll do. We will walk up to... We gotta pick a street. We're gonna walk this up to... We'll walk up to Colonial. Alright, that's what we'll do. We'll walk up to Colonial, and then we will then hook a left, and we will walk along Colonial back in the direction. Look at the homes on Colonial. That's what we'll do. That's the plan. I don't know what's going on over here. I got the light anyway. I think that person wants to go down the block. They see it's closed. They're going around. They probably live on that block, so. You know, if you live on the closed streets, you are allowed to go around the police barrier. I mean, they obviously don't expect people that live on these streets to get stuck in all day. Well, it's getting a little breezy right now. Bennett Court. One of these little known streets. Oh, so you know what? We have walked on 72nd Street in the past, because I remember this is where the red brick. This is like the red brick road, not the yellow brick road. Look at this, guys. We've walked down this before. A couple of years ago, we did this walk. Ain't that nice? It's all red bricks. That was Bennett Court. So to get to Colonial, we gotta get past. We just passed 4th Avenue. We gotta get past 3rd, and then Ridge, and then we'll be on Colonial. Now, over here is a little street called Ridge Court. I don't think that they have. Let's see if they have cobblestones or some kind of, or if it's just paved. Nah, it's just paved. There you go. It's a dead end. Another dead end street. This is the last walk in May. As I'm filming this is the last walk in May. It's May 31st. This is an old movie theater, which is now McDonald's. The McDonald's does not occupy the whole building, but I figured I'd cross over because there's more to see on this side. There is a school on the corner, so. And in between the old movie house, I don't want to say that's an old movie house that we just passed, but in between that and the school, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about six of these homes, all next to each other. I don't know. It kind of makes me. It got like a San Francisco feel to it. My beautiful new camera that I have, that I bought. I'll be complaining about this camera for the next 3 years. I'm just going to say right now, I'll be blunt, worst tracking of between the DJI Pocket 2 and this camera. I mean, this camera just tracks on its own. It doesn't matter. You turn off the auto track and it still tracks, so it's really bad. I was saying this. I said this. I think I said this a few days ago. I use the joystick on this camera way more than I need to. The other camera, the DJI Pocket 2, the earlier model, never had to even touch the camera other than hold it and point it. This, I'm constantly, having to use the joystick to fix the angle and stuff. All right, so this is Ridge, and we're gonna turn left onto Colonial on the next block. And we'll check out Colonial. Go ahead. I'm gonna stand here and wait. We'll figure it out. This is a interesting block. You got these tall apartment buildings, probably condos, co-ops, whatever. On this side, right here, and then on the other side, you got these two homes here that have like a bell top. Get that brick face right there. Let's look at these again. And then you got those smaller homes. They got it's like almost got like a castle feel to it. The way those brick cylinder kind of rectangular, I guess, I don't know, extensions you call them. And then we are about to go downhill big time. This is a big downhill. Let me show you how, so you can see how downhill that is when I load the camera. We're going downhill to Ridge. Colonial. This is where the stairs are. There's on 74th Street and 76th Street, you have to go up flights of stairs to get back onto Ridge, because we're on the Ridge right now. This is the Ridge. When they built the neighborhood, they built it on a ridge, and a certain part of that ridge is too steep to put a road, so they had to put stairs. Now we're going downhill. All right, let's turn here and see what we see on Colonial. Across the street from me, you got some small homes, all attached, brick and stone. So I hope everyone's enjoying this little walk. I took you guys through the Fifth Avenue Fun on Fifth Half Empty Street Festival. It'll be lively later on, I promise. I just, I don't consider 12 o'clock early, you know what I mean? So I'm sure everybody will come out by around 2 o'clock and be walking around and stuff. I'll show you the stairs on the next two, well, stairs on 74th and on 76th. 75th, Bay Ridge Parkway, does have a road and is one of the steepest roads in Brooklyn. They were able to put a road on that part of the ridge. Here you go. I'm going to turn the camera in a second. You'll see the stairs. Just waiting for a car. The stairs over there. Like I said, they go up to the next block. Well, they continue on.
I know.
So it's kind of like half the block. Half the block is low, and then you got to go up the stairs, and then the other half is much higher elevation. They were walking a little slow, so I kind of speed walked past them. All right. Do want to start looking at some homes. That's what we're going to do here. We're going to end this at the ends of Colonial. Not much, it's not a really long walk going down Colonial, so eventually we will reach the ends of this. Sprinklers for the lawn. Here is the next set of stairs. We have this nice home. These stairs are nice. I like these stairs better because these stairs right here are more rustic looking. They're older. And they had all that green surrounding it. And I think that's a steeper flight of staircase. I think there's 3 flights on that. I think the one on 70, I'd have to go back. I always forget, but I feel like that one that we just passed has like 3 flights. The other one has 2 flights. But you get the point. We will cross over. Should we cross over? Because the sunlight is baking the sides of these homes as better light. So maybe I'm thinking we should cross over. Colonial Road. So you got 4 named roads after 3rd Avenue. You got Ridge Boulevard, Colonial Road, Narrows Avenue, and Shore Road. So 2 roads, 1 boulevard, and 1 avenue. I know I mentioned it earlier, but I'm mentioning it. It's 75 degrees. Very nice out. Very dry, cool breeze. It's perfect weather out. You can't get any more perfect than this. Turn the camera here in a moment. Some nice little homes on my left here. There's a for sale sign for this house. Houses start to get much nicer from this point on down here. You start getting seeing some of these bigger homes. Look at this house on the corner of 81st. You got this like nice, big home, and it's got like this little inclined little lawn going up. Now you can see the bridge out there over the tree line. Yeah, another big home right here. Now this will take us towards the end. We'll get kind of close to Shore Road because where we are, we're on a part of Brooklyn that kind of turns to the south, right? So right now we're walking kind of west, and then we're gonna walk south.
Just put this in the backyard.
Looks like one of those homes is getting a renovation. Got the park over here. This is where Fort Hamilton High School is. The athletic field is over here. But you also have a park here. They just renovated this park last year. It's a brand new park. Yeah, Mr. Softy, another Mr. Softy. We've seen 3 Mr. Softy trucks today. I think that's the most Mr. Softy trucks we've seen on one of my walks ever on the channel. I think that's a record. 3 Mr. Softy trucks. This is the handball court over here, and you hear them whacking the paddle ball. You got one person on the end whacking a tennis ball with a tennis racket, and then over here you got 2 paddleball people. So, handball courts, but nobody's using their hands. Well, they are using their hands, but they're not using their hands to hit the ball. Those guys are playing handball. They are playing handball over there. I see one guy playing with bare hands and the other 3 are playing with gloves. That's how I played. I played with bare hands. The only time I used gloves when I played handball was when I played high school handball, and we used the racquetball, the small hard racquetball. You had to use gloves for that. You would seriously bruise your hand if you tried to use, a bare hand hitting the small racquetball. But park handball, you use like a bigger ball, handball. A driveway that goes all the way up to, looks like Narrows. Some nice homes across the street. This should be 86th Street. It is. Today is a Sunday, the last day of May. And it definitely feels like a Sunday. It is nice and quiet. Those are 2 interesting looking connected homes right there. That looks strange. That is a strange design of a home. I'm sure it looks very nice on the inside. Here we go, got some more homes. Homes. Look at these trees. These trees almost look fake. Well, those are real trees. Let's pan around. Let's look at these trees. Nice color. We are getting close to the end of the walk. So this eventually, this road, just a few blocks from here, actually in about 4 blocks, becomes Marine Avenue. We're gonna stop at that point. So I want to thank everybody for tagging along. We started off with some closed streets on 3rd, not on 3rd, on 5th. Looking at the street festival. And now we are wrapping it up on Colonial. We're about to hit the end of this walk. What I'll do is I'll get us across the street. There is a wall. I'm in this guy's blind spot. I gotta watch. I was gonna cross, and then I said, "Nah, he's pulling out." So. This is the wall here. You see this wall on the next block? This is the just the property that belongs to the old visitation church grounds. They got a wall that goes around the whole perimeter. It's like a fort. Very high wall, as you can see. I always joke and say this is when the zombie apocalypse hits us. This is where you want to be. You want to be within these walls. You want to be in these walls with Rick Grimes and Shane. We'll be done on the next block. On the next block, we will be finished with this walk. That small little home right there with the red door. Well, we managed to walk for an hour almost. About right now, we're 5 minutes short of an hour. I honestly wasn't thinking it was going to be that long of a walk, but we made an hour of it. I walked really slow on this. This walk that we just did, even including the street festival, we could have did it in like 30 minutes if I didn't walk slow. My camera keeps switching around. Let's I'm telling you, this camera's really getting on my nerves. This is the second time that the camera turned around on me on its own. This is one of my throwaway walks. Not my best quality. Camera turning around 2 times on me. Empty streets at a street festival. Just yeah. This is a throwaway walk. I would normally, like, literally not even put this up, but I don't care. This is, you guys are watching this, so deal with it. You're gonna have to deal with it. All right, here we are. This is where Colonial ends. That's Marine Avenue. We're not gonna walk that. So I want to wish everybody a great day. I hope you all have a great day. We are now going to be getting into June, so stay tuned. We're going to get back out to Queens. We're also going to do that walk in the Bronx. We want to get out to Country Club, so I'll catch you all later. Take care. Bye-bye.